hello, welcome back, and I hope all is well with you guys and you had a great day. We are continuing our journey into the world of networking. We are still in the concept of network infrastructure, and this is the fourth and last episode in this regard. In this episode, we are going to cover network media, which was the last main category or component to the network infrastructure. And at the end of this episode, we are going to mention mm, why it is important to know this infrastructure and what is our next step in this journey. So, are you ready? You can say that networks media, they act as pathways for data to travel, to sum it everything up. Okay, so network media are the roads, air routes, or sea lanes in our analogy or city analogy that we have started in the first episode. So network media are roads, air routes, or sea lanes in our analogy, providing the pathways for data to travel from one point to another. The types of media used depends on manufacturer, such as distance, environment, and the amount of data being transmitted, and also the cost. This is the same when we are designing the city, which type of roads will be available there. It will depends on the environment, on the cost, and so on and so forth. Okay, so because we have learned the common networks type, the first uh, networks media, we can say it in LAN media or local area network media, or the media that will be used in local area network or usually used. Okay, that was not supposed to happen. So I forgot to mention that my English is not good, but I will try my best. If you have difficulty to understand, you can put your comment or feedback or question either in the commenting area or send it to me directly via the contact link that is in the description of this video. Then as soon as possible, I will provide the answer in writing, and hopefully it will help you that way. So we are continuing with our topic, LAN media or local area network media. These are the, because local area network, it covers very limited geographic area like a campus or industrial park, right? So these, when it comes to LAN media, these are the short distance routes within a neighborhood, ideal for connecting devices on or in devices in a small localized, I am not sure if localized is an English word, but I will write it. A localized area. This can include, here we provide some example. These can include so-called twisted. We will come to that in the future, the specification or mm, the description about twisted pair cables. These are right now you just need to know that these are copper wires or wires that made of copper. Copper wires where data is transmitted as electrical signals. We have talked about the common way or methods of data transmission in the previous section. Okay, we have explained this part there, and you can this is similar. For example, if we take a neighborhood, because the amount of traffic is not very high, or the volume of traffic is not very high, so the city management, they will not come there and put a highway inside the neighborhood, right? They will just give or build a small roads that is sufficient or suits for that specific neighborhood. This is the same here. So the second network media type that will be used is in wide area network, because here the volume of traffic is very high. There are other network media type that will be used. Wide area network, we have explained it in the previous section. Okay, that covers or a large geographical area or consist of local area network. Okay, think of this as highways, or expressways, connecting different neighborhood, neighborhoods or cities. One media or wide area networks media, one media is used is used to connect networks over long distances. distances often often using fiber optic cables where data travel as light pulses. So the third network media type is wireless media. Imagine, oh you know, sorry, what will happen here? Ha, I think this went crazy. Okay, imagine helicopters, copters, or drones flying over the city, transmitting data without the need for roads. Okay, this is basically what the wireless media does. Data will be transmitted without the need for roads. For example, when you um, flying helicopter or drones over the city, you don't need the roads for that, right? So where were we? wireless media wireless media uses radio waves, microwaves, or infrared signals to send data over the air, and this is ideal for mobile devices or areas where cabling is impractical. Impractical. Okay, and the last networks media type that we are going to explain here is cloud connectivity. It is similar to advanced logistic network, similar to advanced logistics network.com that can deliver goods across the globe. Cloud connectivity provides a way for data to travel across vast distances distances and through various network often using a combination of the above media types that we have mentioned above. We will come back to some topic of this networks media in the future, but right now uh, the purpose of this section, I mean the section that is about networking infrastructure, is to create a whole map. For example, up until now, what we have covered. Uh, we have covered three category of network infrastructure, right? We have in devices here, 1A and B. Then to the for these two devices is to be able to communicate with each other, they need other uh, devices that helps them, right? First of all, we have intermediate devices. It can be router, switches, we have mentioned above, right? So these to and direct the traffic between these two devices. Then we have networks media that helps or create the routes for these two devices. Okay, so we have, this is the whole map for network, how it's set up, and this was the purpose of this section, networking infrastructure. But in the future video we will dive into each of this category and each of these devices. In some of them we will dive in a very detail how they work and how they choose the paths and so on and so forth, how they can filter the traffic. So that is the topic of future video. So to sum it up, when to sum it up this episode, in other words, the networks media, when selecting the appropriate network media, consideration include the distance the media can cover, in other words, the distance between these two devices, because you will not it is not appropriate to set up a highway in the middle of a small village, right? So the environment it will be used, and the speed and the amount of data transmission required, and also the cost. These are the four factors. First of all, the distance, the environment, the speed, and the volume of traffic that will use that media, and the cost. This will affect which kind of network media will be set up when designing a network. To in conclusion, the whole section, just as a well-planned city enables the smooth flow of traffic, a well-designed network infrastructure ensures that data moves efficiently from source to destination. By understanding the role of each component, for example, intermediate devices, end devices, and networks media, you can better appreciate how complex a network operates uh, seamlessly in the background, enabling the digital world that we are relying on today. So that was all. I hope now you have basic understanding about the network infrastructure and its category. So in the next section, we will dive into some basic terminology when it comes to networking, or when it comes to the world of networking. Okay, after that we will dive into the those categories that we have mentioned in the network infrastructure. So if you have any question up until now, you can put your question either in the commenting area or send it to me direct via the contact link that is in the description of this video. Otherwise, see you in the next video. Have a nice day. Bye.